Hi, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Capricorn, this is your monthly read for April, but we're almost half into the month now. So look at it as mid-April until mid-May, like a month into the future. We're going to start with an overall message, an overall energy here, and then go deeper and deeper into that energy. And then at the very end, see what your angels want to tell you. I also want to say that I am offering personal readings. So if you're interested in a personal reading for yourself, just like this, but for yourself, please send me a message. The information about that is in the description. We'll take it from there. I also hear that a lot of people have trouble like finding my videos now, and I have dropped like 500 subscribers. I was told by my guides that there would be a change in my channel and that there would be some losses, but then some gains. It's interesting, but what you can do is to, if you are unsubscribed, you just subscribe again. If you're already subscribed but you don't get the notifications, even if you hit the notification bell, is that you unsubscribe and then subscribe again. It might help. Okay. Capricorn, what do we have for Capricorn, please, for this upcoming time period? Capricorn, overall energy. Capricorn. I know it's been a while since I've been here, but now I am here. There's a lot of changes in my life right now. Okay, Capricorn, it's taking a moment, for sure. You're getting the same as Libra. And it's interesting because I had like Aries, Taurus, and Gemini had the same initial card, the same core card. Cancer and Virgo had the same core card. Libra and now Capricorn is having the same core card. Like there's a lot of reflection in each other's signs. There's a lot of collective messages here. It's almost like this time around for the April or April-May time period is like one big collective message. You probably could get something out of all the videos at this stage. Okay. Such a beautiful card. This is all about peace and balance and moving forward. Having a transformation. There's a lot of butterflies there that talks about big transformation. I just feel you being like such a light worker. I mean, I rarely use that word because I think it's such an overused word. And I think that the sense of what we're trying to convey when we say light worker, it sort of gets lost in translation a little bit. But I'm also very, very picky about words and what they mean and the energy behind them. It's like I just don't want to tell anything untrue, if that makes sense. But for the sake of it, I just want to say I feel like you're such a light worker, Capricorn. Even at this stage in your life, probably more so than ever before. And I just feel like it's like Capricorn is looking out into the world. And whatever you see, it's like you just want to put light there. You just want to balance things out and create justice for all. And just how like you would be one of those beauty pageant contestants answers, you know, like what do you see, like what do you wish for the world? Oh, I want peace. I just want peace. But you actually mean it. I'm sorry for bashing the beauty pageants. You mean it. You want peace in this world, and I just see you instill. It's like you're coming in with your energy. You're coming in with your light to just sort of spread the good word, to spread good vibes, to spread love right now. It seems to be the big purpose of your life right now. You have the rainbow energy coming in. We have the peace dove bringing more, whether that is for the collective or that's for you individually, whether you do it for yourself, it's going to sort of spread into the collective as well. You might be on the healing journey as well, or create a lot of healing, beautiful healing situations for other people. That's what I'm getting as well. Take a leap of faith, move forward, get on the transformation train. Page of Gabriel, 3 of Ariel, very creative energies. 5 of Gabriel, that's showing up a little bit here and there as well. So there's little mini challenges that we need to get over. But that's the thing, it's mini. It's the focus on mini challenge. Okay, so we have Page of Gabriel first. This is all about, like I said, like this is saying take the leap of faith, move forward, get on the transformation train. Yes, put beauty into the world, but put beauty into your own life first. This is about really stepping into your creative. This is about following your passion. This is about following your bliss, as we hear over and over again. That you are ready to move forward with whatever this is for you that you're so interested in, that you find so intriguing. So it just gets your creative juices going. That maybe up until this point, you haven't really been able to step into this, or haven't been able to find time, or find the investment, or find the just the clarity, or the wanting. I mean, so weird sometimes is like, yeah, I would like to do this, but I don't want to do it. It's like you have a wish for something, but you don't actually want to put in the work and to actually start doing it. And now it feels like you have the energy to back it up with. Page is literally turning the page. It's a new energy. It's a new energy entering your life, and it's turning the page into something new. And there's something about the light there again. Like you are your own leader. You are your own guide. You're lighting up. You're lighting up everyone's lives just by being your beautiful self. But this is what I mean with you're extra much the light worker right now. It's like you're having your own. It's not the angel is there to support you. She's there again to support you, to guide you. Of course they're there. But it's like you're taking on the task yourself. There's something about being the leader in your own life and then being a guide to others at this very moment, which feels very significant. That can even be like starting a new, that your creative endeavor, like your passion is to just start a new healing center or workshops to teach about healing to others, or teach about being the light to others, or whatever, like to actually creatively put a workshop on or something like that. 5 of Gabriel is about, so here we have, follow your passion, you're ready for any challenge. Follow your passion, you're ready for any challenge. And this 5 of Gabriel is talking about a challenge you can resolve. It's also saying withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. Just because you have, okay, so this was a conversation that I had with my mother. I'm throwing my mother under the bus here a little bit. This was a conversation I had with my mother probably like 10 years ago or so, where I did a lot of healing work, just a lot of healing work. And if there was a person who entered my life, or if there was or maybe not even entered my life, there was a person in my surroundings that needed help, or was like in bad shape, or they were ill, or they were sick somehow, and they was in like real need of healing, or things could turn really ugly. And my mom was so upset with me because she was like, if you have the healing ability, why don't you just go out and help everyone? And it was such a tough thing for her to, and it was tough for me in the beginning as well, because like, where do you draw the line? Are you supposed to help everyone that ever existed? And why not give that power back to the people? First and foremost, to not help those who haven't even asked about it. It might not even be their path for you to help them. So just because you're the light worker, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to spread your light everywhere. You can spread your light everywhere. It's not gonna do a disservice to someone. It's not gonna, do anything bad for them. You can spread your light wherever you go. But there's something here about withdrawing from the drama of others. Like, just because you have the ability, or just because you have the healing ability or the light or the frequency to make everything better, doesn't necessarily mean that you should. Because what is their life path? What is their plan? What is their purpose? Is their purpose to live through this situation, and here you come and impose yourself? I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm saying this to get you off the hook a little bit, to take less responsibility for other people's paths, because it's their path. If they voice, I could use your help, can you please help me? Still, it might not be for you to help. But if you check in with yourself and you feel like, yeah, we have an agreement here, then by all means. But if there's a no, if there's like, I hear you and I see you, but for some reason it's not for me to join you on your path. There's something here, Capricorn, that's really, really important. That just because you can doesn't mean that you should. It's just like being a millionaire, and just because you have the money doesn't mean that you're supposed to give it all away. Because you have them. But every once in a while, things line up, and it's so perfect that you help someone with your money. And sometimes it's like, oh, no, don't step in there, because they're just on their own figuring this out. If you come in with your money now, they're not gonna get out of the challenge or the lesson or like what they want. This is what they want. They want to figure this one out. Don't involve yourself. Your challenge might even be to not interfere with other people. And that's the toughest one, when you see someone really, really needing help and they're just not up for it. They just don't want to change. And you stand there and you have every tool in the toolbox. You have every opportunity. You just know instinctively know exactly what to do for the person, and they just don't want your help. That might be the biggest challenge that you have right now, Capricorn, to not help those who doesn't want your help. But there is also, for yourself, there's a final puzzle piece that it's on its way to fall into place. There's something that is on its way to fall into place, where things just becomes crystal clear. And then you have every opportunity. Then it's like you're opening a Pandora's box. It's like you're ready. It's almost like someone's having I don't know why, and maybe this feels a little bit out of the message, like a side note, but I just feel like for some people, there's a Kundalini awakening. I want to call it a Kundalini awakening. It's when the energy just really, it's like your whole spine just starts to wake up. It's like vibrating from the root to the top of your head. Not top of your head, but like in your neck. And it can be very different for different people, but there's an awakening there. And as this comes alive, there's like a whole nother creative, passionate thing you're stepping into. It's like you're opening Pandora's box. You're opening a box you didn't even know you had access to, or you had no idea what was in it. Like, I had no idea all this crazy stuff was in here. I had no idea I was able to do all of these things, or I had no idea I was having all these psychic abilities, or all these healing abilities, or all these, there's something opening up for you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be on the spiritual path, although I'm very drawn to that, and that's usually what I'm sort of talking about. But this can be very practical. This can be like you're just figuring out your passion and you're going for it. And that could be planting flowers or baking. It can be like very 3D practical things. And you've just opened the lid to this very, very creative, lustful, passionate energy. But there's there's a movement here. You're spreading your light everywhere. You're like this beautiful light worker, and that has really come to light, if you will, pun intended. And then there's a challenge to who do you help and who do you not? What do you do moving forward? Like, and to know that, to look out into the world and see a lot of trouble and know that that is exactly how it should be. It takes a little bit of, awakening and a little bit of insight to understand that one, because it's like, it's really tough to look into the world and say that that is okay. But in the bigger scheme of things, it is. And that people have the same connection to their inner being as you do. Maybe they don't listen all that well, but they're going to figure it out. And also that there's a final puzzle piece that it's on its way to fall into place for you, that you see things so much more clearly. And it's like you're raising your vibration just a tiny little bit is all that is needed for you to step into this craziness of creativity. It's just literally asking you to do what you love. Going deeper still here for Capricorn. What do we have for them? There's also like this very driving force. I'm going to do another reading on the solar eclipse that's coming up. A really, really strong energy that's like kicking things into gear. And you're probably going to pick that up as well. You're going to feel that one, Capricorn. It's already started for me. I have like this little pressure over my head, like around my third eyes. Like you probably see in my eyes a little bit. I'm looking a little bit tired because there's like a little pressure here. And I know that I've learned that over the years, that's what, like when there's just new information, there's an upgrade, there's a change going on. And as I resist it a tiny little bit, it starts to hurt. As I allow it a little bit more, it's almost just like a pressure. Okay, that's interesting. It's almost like we're getting the same cards again, but it's just from a different deck. So this is what I'm talking about with the sacral chakra. This is your creativity. This is a Kundalini awakening. This is when you're coming into your creative juices. That's the sacral chakra. That's written all over it. That has like a block. That's your sexual chakra as well. That's life force. That's Kundalini force. That's like whatever you want to call the life force. It's the same force. It's awakening within you. It really makes you feel like you want to do things. Maybe you felt for a while that you didn't have like the energy or the like I said before, you didn't have the will to start doing certain things. It's like too heavy, or I don't want to, but still waiting to do something. It's a little bit of a paradox there. And now all of a sudden, like the sacral is waking up to that, creativity. And then like we have it here again. It's like the 5. The challenge that we can overcome, the final puzzle piece there. And then we have a 5 here with obstacles and challenges. And like that's being healed. We're healing the separation. We're healing the gap. We're healing the whatever has been the block or the resistance, or the final puzzle piece is like coming together. It's mending. It's being healed. And we have patience and planning. So this is a little bit of a, like, it stands out a little bit more that you need to, and if you, it's like, I almost hear Capricorn saying, if you tell me to be patient one more time, I'm probably gonna deliver my first slap in my life. So don't shoot the messenger here, please. But there's something about patience and planning. It's like you are moving forward. There is a change in the energy. You're stepping more into your powers, into your light worker. I don't even know what to call it. The ways about you, the ways about Capricorn, and really stepping into the shoes of a light worker. That is happening. You probably feel that happening already. Maybe that has been going on for a while. And now you're just coming into this place of creativity and lust. I just feel this lust for life that you might not have felt in such a long time. It doesn't mean that you have lived under a rock and haven't done anything at all. but it means that you probably have been more in hermit mode, more in solitude, or haven't felt like really there's been any momentum to jump on anything in particular. And now all of a sudden, there's this boost of energy into your sacral chakra, Kundalini awakening for some. It's just taking place, and it's just, it grows and grows and grows, and it becomes stronger and stronger and more passionate. It's like you can't help yourself but to start do the things that you love to do. Yet, there's a changing with the seasons. Does that make any sense? There's a changing with the seasons that you can't hurry love, as Phil Collins was singing. You can't hurry you can't hurry these changes. They come very naturally. Just like we can't hurry up winter to spring, like we're just here in Sweden, we're like so close to spring, and it goes a little bit back and forth and back and forth. Like sometimes I do feel like we maybe hurry up spring a little bit, because like there's such a wanting for this light, and everything starts blooming, and it's just flowers everywhere, and it's just gorgeous, you know. And yet it's going to take its time. It needs a specific set of temperature. It needs a specific set of long enough hours to stay within the particular place for the flower to actually bloom, you know. And we can't hurry that. I'm not going to stomp the flowers out of the ground because I lost patience. There's something here. You will feel the urge, and you will feel the drive. You will feel like you have all the capacities, all the help you can give someone, and yet you sort of have to wait for the go. You have to wait for the timing of it. Or if this is something coming about, something like the creative endeavors here, or the Kundalini awakening, like you feel something oozing in your cells, like you feel something is up. And it's a little bit annoying that it just doesn't happen, because you feel it there, but then it doesn't happen, but then you feel it, but it doesn't happen. There's a movement with the seasons here. There's moving with the tides, if you will. Get moon cycles as well. There's a movement with the moon cycles. So maybe look out for this new moon solar eclipse. That's going to really kick things into gear. But you need to stay present and patient, and have trust in the seasons. Okay? Very broad. It feels, maybe this is very specific to someone, but in a way it feels very broad here today. Okay, some final messages from your angels. What do you have for Capricorn, please? No need to worry. And that we've had, I think that's the third time coming out now. There's no need to worry. If there's an agitated feeling, if the impatience there, or the can it please move forward, if that's there, it might turn into a worry that things won't happen. Like you might doubt a little bit that things actually will come to fruition the way that you hoped it would be. Or are you ever going to start to are you ever going to start to live your purpose, is what I'm feeling. Like, am I ever going to start to feel to live my purpose? I have all this power. I have all this insight. I have all these awakening tools. And yet there's like, it's no platform. Where is it? And getting a little bit disappointed, maybe a little bit frustrated, a little bit impatient. That can lead to worry that things, doubting that it will come to pass. But there's no need for that worry, because it will. And look for a sign. This is a time to really, really listen to your intuition and to follow the signs. Not just hear them, not just see them, follow them. This is look for a sign, but like really, we get signs and synchronicities and symbols and nudges and hints and pushes even all the time. The question is how aware, how awake, how still, how present, how focused are you, so that you hear the nudges. And if you are one of those people that you hear them all the time, you see them all the time, there's another sign, there's another nudge, there's another symbol. But you don't follow them. You don't do anything different. Just because you saw them doesn't mean that it changes anything. It should change everything. It means that things are lining up. So look for a sign, and as you look for them and as you find them, follow them. Okay? That is what I have for you, beautiful Capricorn. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, please send me a message. And look out for the new moon solar eclipse video that I will post in the next few days. Thank you so much, guys.